SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Grande Gato, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cats, put your paws up if you rock with the Big Cat today. We're going to talk about our soon-to-be defensive coordinator, Phil Snow. Let me tell you, guys, I know a lot of you aren't too high on him because he's coming out of college, but man, his scheme, dating back all the way to Temple, is nasty nice. I love it. We'll talk about it. But first, one quick before we get started, do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? C-A-R-O-L-I-N was his name. Oh, Carolina! Do you like Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? I swear I do. If you love the Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers, give me a dab. We'll talk about what Phil Snow will bring to this team and why I think this guy is too legit to quit. Let's get into it.
That boy is good.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Now, Phil Snow is the man. I got to give it to you. I know a lot of you guys don't like the fact that he's a college coordinator. My man did spend some time with the Detroit Lions as a linebackers coach, also a defense assistant. But he is legit, y'all. You got to listen to me. When it comes to the scheme he runs a 4-3. Now, according to Matt Rule, it seems like he's leaning heavily on that. So I went all the way back to Temple and pulled out some film against a big-time game in Notre Dame. And that defense played nasty. They lost, but they played nasty. Good game. One high safety is one of his favorite things he likes to do. He plays a lot of one high safety, meaning you have another safety walked up in the box to help out with the run support. Again, this is nothing new. Carolina did this on the Ron Rivera several times. What else? He's a master of disguise. He's a master. He's not a defensive coordinator. He's a disguise coordinator. His pre-snap adjustment will cause the quarterback to audible into a play that is favorable to his defense. I mean, it's beautiful. He does this several times against Notre Dame. He shows you one thing, you audible into another thing, and then before the snap of the ball, he comes out of that formation and you run right into what he wants you to do. It's like a spider laying prey on a fly. Beautiful, man. This shit is, I like this guy. Phil, I like you, G. Good hire, Matt Rule. If this isn't true that he's going to be our defense coordinator, too legit to quit. I got to show you, man. Enough talking. Let's go into the film. All right. So on his first play, you're going to see why my man's a smooth criminal with this deceptive disguise of a 4-3 to nickel defense. If you look up on your screen right here, you'll see up top one high safety. That's my man in the yellow. And guess what? They got a corner coming off the edge. Look like he's ready to blitz. And guess what happens? The quarterback sees that he has to audible out of it. So now in that one high safety up top, guess what he does? He comes down and he's playing man-to-man on the outside with the receiver. The linebacker calls the audible as well because the quarterback audible to a different play. Now, with that being said, there was another safety who was crept up on the line looking like he was getting ready to play run support. He backs out. Now he becomes the one high safety over top. And guess what happened? That cornerback that was sitting there looking like he was blitzing, now he slides over inside the box. Now you see a true nickel, right? 4-3 at first, but you see a true nickel with the two other linebackers on the outside right there. So again, he already made his read, his protection based off of the first adjustment. So guess what happens? The offensive line slides. They slide the protection because they seen blitz. So guess what happens here? The running back picks up the wrong guy and they let a guy come free. All that off of disguise. Pressure on the quarterback. He doesn't have time. He overthrows the pass. Again, pre-snap disguise is everything. If he could bring this in, could you imagine the endless possibilities? The way he disguised it, the quarterback had adjustment. Again, he didn't trust what he's seen. Not only that, he got the whole line to move, and it caused a one-on-one with a linebacker and the running back mismatch. The running back picks up the wrong blocker, and he comes free. I like this guy, y'all. My man is smooth as hell, man. I like this move. I like this play calling, and he does it more than one time.
Message.
If you look up on your screen on this next play right here, you'll see they're in a true 4-3 here. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see that defensive end standing up. That's kind of what they're going to do with Brian Burns, and we'll talk about him in a second here. But again, you got one safety up high, and guess what he does, man? He helps out with run support. He hurry up and creep up to the line of scrimmage, and guess what? He's in charge of pressing this tight end. Not only does he press this tight end, guess what happens? He sees that the ball's being thrown in the screen. He fights across that and gets to the play. Again, One-on-one assignment, one-on-one knowing your job, one-on-one fighting across your face, endless opportunities, okay? The way he plays with these safeties, he jerks them and moves them all around to the point to where you don't know if they're coming, you don't know if they're going. Again, man, he's a master of disguise. He brings these guys at the last minute, and sometimes they come, sometimes they fan out in the coverage, but again, good deception and a good play by the safety to fight across the face to make a play.
Yes!
So moving on to this next play right here, you'll see again one high safety at the top of your screen, and this time, guess what? They walk up both outside linebackers. Not only do they walk up both outside linebackers, they have a safety as well that's walked up. So you got the middle linebacker out there along with a safety and an outside linebacker. Now what they're going to do on this play right here is they're going to come from both sides. You can see at the bottom of your screen looks like they're coming, and the top of your screen looks like they're coming. Now the beautiful thing about this is look how this influences the blockers. All right, you got the defensive end and crashes down real hard, and this is how you fight across the face. This is how you fight across the face. When you bring in pressure from the outside with your linebackers and your safety, you have to have one-on-one inside presence, okay? If you're going to run a 4-3, your ends have to crash down and fight across and help out backside. Now, this was going away from the ball, but again, the mind awareness and presence of the defensive lineman to fight across that and not get beat by the offensive lineman. The will, the fortitude, the moxie. You cannot be lazy in a 4-3 defense because it'll leave your guys vulnerable. Again, they bring pressure from the outside for both linebackers. The safety drops back, fan back into coverage, but no need for the outside presence to bring in pressure because the defensive end takes care of it all. Beautiful way to execute this 4-3 defense.
Stick around.
Now, I've been talking about how the defensive coordinator influences the offense with his formation. If you look up your screen right here, you'll see where Notre Dame gets the best of him on this play. It's a beautiful thing how the offense can line up just out of formation to create space. They got 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen, and look how many people are on that side of the field. Now, what's going to happen on this play is they're going to run to the opposite way, and they do a good job blocking it with the offensive line. Now, the safety, again, one high safety, is going to be responsible. He's the last line of defense. Now, if you see the linebackers come down, they get blocked. He has a one-on-one kill shot. He takes a false step, and what happens is he get caught up in the wash. If he takes a direct beeline to that quarterback, he can lay him down. Again, this is an example of how he uses one high safety to do it all. I mean, if you're going to be a safety in his 4-3 defense, you're going to have a lot of responsibility. And for the most part throughout this game, they did a good job. But this is one way where they took advantage of him as far as shifting the formation to the other side of the field and running into the short side. You can't get caught up in the wash, but they do love this one high formation.
You like that? You like that?
So on this next play, you're going to see more of the same. If you look up on your screen right here, look at this. I mean, Phil Snow, my goodness, man. Please give him an Oscar. I mean, the way he set this up. If you look up here on top of your screen, the defensive end is covering a wide receiver. Now, if you look up here, you'll see that you have, this is a 4-3, by the way. You'll see you have a safety walk up on the line of scrimmage. Again, you have another linebacker walked up to the line of scrimmage, and you also have another linebacker walked to the line of scrimmage, making him audible, forcing him to audible. When you see them many heads that close to the line of scrimmage, you definitely got to call the audible. Guess what the linebacker does? They do the same thing. Now, with that being said, guess what? The defensive end comes back down to his original spot, and he's on the line of scrimmage. The safety bails out. He's on one high safety again. And check this out right here. Now the linebacker is going to make this play right here. This is a beautiful play by these two linebackers. He has the eye of the ball. He sees that the offensive lineman is pulling around. The other lineman holds outside containment to allow the other linebacker to make play. What make the dream work? Teamwork. Look how the linebacker holds the edge. He doesn't allow, even though he doesn't make this play, he doesn't allow for the offensive lineman or the wide receiver to block him to the outside. He holds the edge, and his camaraderie is there. Yeah, again, using defensive disguises, using his safeties to intimidate quarterbacks, also using different formations to cause you to switch your formation when they already got it planned out. They already know what they want to do from the go. They already know where they want you to run from the goal. Phil Snow is an expert when it comes to this. Banking on you switching your play and right into the fly trap you go again. Man, if you're not excited, no, get that nigga a 7 year, $60 million deal. Yeah, man, I'm excited.
Yo, couch, nigga.
So this last play that I'm going to show you, made me just want to sign my man to a multi-million-dollar extension. I mean, let me show you. I'm in love with this guy, y'all. If you look up on the screen right here, they're lined up in a dime formation. That's right, a DIM formation. It looks like they got 3 linemen down on the line of scrimmage. Also, they have 4 defensive backs, including 2 safeties and 3 linebackers. Now, what's going to happen on this play is, again, they're disguising what they're trying to do with it. Now, if you top of your screen, you see they have a stand-up defensive end. Okay, they do this a lot. I'm expecting for our guys, the hybrid guys, Christian Miller, Brian Burns, and others, to be in that stand-up formation. Now, what's going to happen is the safety is going to walk up to the line of scrimmage, and also the linebackers going to walk into the line of scrimmage. Look like they're coming on an all-out blitz straight up the middle. What's going to happen, you're going to see the pressure from the backside, defensive end, causes the throw to hurry up and be rushed. The defensive end fans out into coverage, and he makes his interception. Again, pressure disguises manipulation of your eyes. And if you're not an experienced quarterback or you know what I mean, if you don't know what you're looking at, then guess what? You're going to make these kind of plays. He manipulated him. Now listen, all game long, the safeties will sometimes come, sometimes they wouldn't come. And it was up to you to figure out when. On that time, they influenced the play, caused the defensive end to drop back, get the pick. How could you not love this guy, man? I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, I know he doesn't have a lot of experience, and again, I know it's tempo as well, but I'm impressed, guys. The way he manipulates offenses, it's going to put us in some real good spots. And with our athletes, I think we can capitalize on it. Yeah! So last but not least, man, the 4-3 switching back to it is going to be an amazing thing, but it doesn't come without some cost. Brian Burns, man, a hell of an athlete, a guy who I underestimated, and I admit that. But he's too small to be a traditional 4-3 defensive end, hand in the dirt. He's going to be more likely used on just pass rush. Again, man, I mean, I'm in favor for the 3-4 because the fact that we were second in sacks. I mean, why scrap something when you had, second in sacks in the NFL is that's a big deal. Why scrap it? Why not just get the pieces for the 3-4 on the D-line instead of scrapping it? But Brian Burns, you're going to see where he's going to be in a bit of a bind. I mean, unless he gets bigger and a little heavier, man, I don't think he's going to be in every play. But again, he can be used, linebacker spot, pass rush, stuff like that. The person who benefits the most is probably Luke Kuechly. You're going to see him, the Luke Kuechly, not getting washed as much. Again, when you got all them hog mollies in your face, you can hide behind those guys and make plays when they're trying to find the seam, when the running backs or receivers find seams, you can make those kind of plays. But again, Phil Snow, man, I mean, you guys should be happy with him. Seriously, listen, the Big Cat, the Big Cat show his motion pretty hard, and I like this guy, man. I like him, man. And if you don't like him, give him a chance. Go back and watch the tape. My man is a master of disguise, man. I mean, Phantom of the Opera with it, man. So get in the comment section. I'm your host, Granite Gato. Also, know the Big Cat, my cool cats. Put your paws up if you rock with the Big Cat, man. Tune in tonight at 9:30. We're having a 5,000 subscriber celebration, and we're going to talk about Phil Snow. We're going to talk about my man David Tepper pissing off people in the owner community. We'll talk about it. We're going to have a good time tonight. It will be a drinking show, so please put the kids to bed. I'm your host, Granite Gato. Also, know the Big Cat. Let the church say that.